hell are you doing? Yum, 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 yum. Hey.
What is that from?
It's like a freaking rabbit eating food.
No, it doesn't like Stewie do it on Family Guy or something?
Num, 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 num. Lois. He might. I don't know. I haven't seen a Family
so
Guy in forever. Yeah, you could. Dude, I'm nervous. You remember that Elon Musk video I sent you? And Elon was telling everybody to reproduce.
Have babies, yeah.
So first of all, I don't want to have kids for like the next 15, 20 years at least.
Oh, now you got a J. Jack Jr. on the way?
No, man, I don't.
Come on.
Dude, no. I think there's plenty of people on the planet. Here's what I don't understand.
You can't send me a video like that and then not put one out, you know.
About what? Pop a kid out?
Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand about that. How is it possible with all of the kids that are like up for adoption and stuff?
True.
How does that work? Imagine if kids that were up for adoption, it feels like the pound. Like if they don't get adopted. Terrible.
I mean, it is almost that way when they eventually reach like a certain age, I think.
Yeah, who raises kids? It's just because they pass them off to like adoption centers, don't they? What? I mean, if you're a kid and you don't get adopted, don't they just move them around?
It's like foster. They find foster homes,
Yeah.
foster parents.
Foster.
Or I think they have like big group homes for like a lot of kids too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like a boys and girls ranch where they get molested. I don't want to put that out.
I'm assuming bigger cities have like homes where there's like it's considered a group home where there's just a bunch of kids in there, and there's like people hired by the state, I suppose, to watch them.
So does it count if I hire one of those kids? Does it count as me having a kid? Like Justin hired a kid, basically, or not hired. What did I say? Hired? Justin adopted. Does it count if I adopt one of those kids? Justin adopted one. Well, he didn't adopt.
Well, I mean, that kid is already technically here anyways.
So
like, he's saying you need to make more.
I wonder if Elon's factoring in
non-adopted children.
Yeah, kids that are not.
'Cause it's like they don't exist. They're still going to grow up and like do things.
Maybe.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Get out of that thug life.
They're out there to like figure it out. You know, figure it out.
Weren't you adopted?
Nah. Sometimes I think so. Yes, my real parents will show up one day.
Oh, bro.
With millions.
No, dog. Let's be realistic.
Millions.
Dad, I need some money. Hey, man, I read this thing. Now, I didn't dive too deep into it because I don't want like this video to get taken down, but I'm just going to read it because I thought it was freaking stupid. Why am I hearing bingo, bingo, bingo? There we go. So this was put up on YouTube by a guy called Matt Walsh. If I can, I'll put this in the screen for you guys to read, but it says Canada's new law declares that you are guilty of conversion therapy and subject to 5 years in prison if you counsel your biological male child to accept his male identity. Bro.
Oh yeah, you can get in trouble for like telling your kid who they are, basically, right?
Well, you can get in trouble if you counsel your biological male child to accept his identity. So your son, one of your sons, you got 2 sons, right?
If you're like, you're a man and he wants to be a woman and you tell him he's a man, you're going to get in trouble, basically.
Yeah, but the way this is worded though, because that, like the way you're saying it, is like if the kid was like, if you're like being aggressive and mean towards that kid.
Oh, I feel like that's what they're kind of saying.
No, but they use the word counsel. You know, a counseling session is a very like, it's a relaxed.
So they don't want you to do what movies are already doing?
Yeah.
Which is like
counseling kids to accept.
Not almost like brainwashing them.
Exactly.
To accept like that's the way it is.
No, but you can't do it if you're the parent of that child in Canada.
I read something similar while I was reading something where they talked about this, where the girl says, I think it was based off this thing, but she's like, well, I grew up a tomboy. Doesn't mean like I was going to be a man, because now she said she's a very girly woman when she got older. So like she's saying as a child, like they don't know what they want to do yet. So you can't assume that like some kid says because he's dressing up in women's clothes that he's going to be a woman, like, or think that he is.
Yeah.
Because she's talking about how she was very much a tomboy and hung out with boys and like the way she dressed and stuff growing up. And now she's probably one of the very like girliest girls she knows, like being an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so nobody like, I mean, no, man, I get what you're saying about the counseling thing, but it just kind of falls in that factor, I guess, as people growing up. They don't know, even if you tell your kid he's a man, they're saying you're like counseling them into like, they don't want you to tell them who they are, basically.
They don't want you to guide your children. It's like they're telling you not to train your kids.
We don't want you to raise your child.
Yeah.
The government wants to raise your child and tell you who they are.
They're telling you
Basically.
not to raise them, essentially.
Yeah. So,
but, I mean, let's be careful because they'll take your video down. But anyway, that's a crazy story. And it's freaking, that's all I'm going to say. This thing, dude, Elon Musk, back to him. His brain chip is very close.
I see they're going to start human trials now.
In like a year, I thought.
They said it's very close. I don't know when they said they would do it, but it looked close. It was what I just read like the main headline. I didn't really get real deep into it.
Yeah. So this is in the observer.com. It says Elon Musk's Neuralink is preparing for human brain chip trial with key hires. It says Neuralink is on the hunt for a clinical trial director as it moves closer, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna...
I want to know who decides, like, this is what they want to try to do. Like, this is me. I'm going to try that.
Somebody that's like a paraplegic or
they're just doing it for like medical reasons.
That's how they're starting it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's at least what Elon Musk said in an interview he did.
Okay.
A while ago. Yeah. He said initially they're going to try it out to like help people that have like paralysis in their spine or partial like issues like that, brain problems. Like they're going to try to do and screw around with your head.
Did you ever watch that movie Virtuosity with Denzel Washington?
No.
And Russell Crowe?
Virtuosity? Can we Google that real quick?
Well, anyways, this is where I'm getting to the point. Why don't they do like in the movie, the beginning, Denzel Washington is a convicted convict.
Yeah.
And they're using convicts to use their software to try it out because like it falls. It's like, why don't they do that with these things? Like, because like convicts technically don't have any rights, correct? I mean, they do to a point, but like these guys are, so like this kind of stuff, they should be given like the chance to try this stuff out. Maybe they like knock a year off their sentence or something.
I've always wondered why we don't test more stuff out on convicts.
I mean, if he's in life in prison, like he killed somebody, it's proven fact this guy murdered 20 people. Why does it matter?
It gets scary though if the person, and there's a lot of people that are in jail or in prison who don't belong there, who never actually committed a crime. So that's where it gets nervous. If we take away convicts' rights and they have to go into these programs, but what if it's a guy who never did what they accused him of?
I get that, but you know why a lot of stuff does get turned over now?
Why?
Because like back then when it happened, there wasn't like DNA evidence really. Yeah. So they almost find a way, like it makes you wonder if they still actually did it. They just found like a loophole to get out with the news. Cause like, I feel like there's more stuff today that makes it easier for you to get out than there was before.
Get
out of prison.
Yeah.
There's definitely more stuff you can take to court. There's new things in the laws that you can like say like, well, this happened or this egregious actions of this and this. And like they find ways to get out too. Right.
There's also more ways for them to convict you of something that you didn't do. Like just
correct.
DNA crap.
Yeah, your DNA is everywhere.
Or they can plant it anywhere. Or
it's all over the place.
Dumping loads like a dump truck. Or like
also you just gotta touch a door handle.
Yeah, dude. Or freaking oh my god, what the deep fakes.
Yeah.
You know, like they can now digitally put your face in a blurry, security camera footage. That's no problemo. But that's terrifying, you know? So I don't know, but back to the...
You're going to watch this movie now, aren't you?
Obviously, I have to, yeah. I didn't even know anything
it's
about
old,
this.
So it's kind of cheesy. He's got like dreadlocks and stuff in it or something. He's got more hair than he normally does.
How did I not know about this movie? Look at it in my eyes.
Super young in the movie, man. It's old.
What year? It doesn't say what year, but
93, I'd guess 94, 95.
I'd watch that.
I don't know.
For sure. I'm going to tonight. I got nothing going on. but
yeah, it's
I got to check it out. But yeah, they should test this stuff out on prisoners.
I think so.
And prisoners
what
should
if you know
want
100% they did it?
Right. There you go. That's what I'm thinking. If you know 100%,
like they admitted to guilt.
Yeah. If they admitted to it and signed something and they're like, I don't care, let me test it. Oh, for sure we should be trying this on inmates. Hopefully you wouldn't create a super soldier, though.
I don't feel like you'd have too many people like fighting. There's not like I'm sure there probably is a group of people that are out there like crimes against prisoners, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's called the Innocence Project.
But you can't assume that every prisoner is innocent.
No, you can't assume it. Well, I think you have to, don't you? Isn't that the law? You have to. You're innocent until
found guilty. But a lot of them were found guilty, and then they still get out.
Right.
So.
Yeah, like there's that guy that murdered that woman at Burger King. I've been seeing that all over the freaking news.
The BK killer.
The BK killer. I mean, with all due respect to that young woman, but for sure that's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but whatever.
How they get their names sometimes.
The BK killer? That sounds like something in Dexter. Have you been watching the new Dexter?
No.
Dude, I've been rewatching all the old Dexters because it sounds legit.
Anyways, the brain chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's crazy we're at this point, like, in our lives. Like,
here it is.
What's nuts is, like, we're living this part. It's crazy to me. Like, we're seeing this stuff happen, like, as we're alive.
I think what happens is movies inspire people to do stuff. I think if fewer movies had been made about sci-fi crap like this, I don't know. I wonder if the thoughts would have ever come to our heads if they hadn't made movies about it.
Well, they had books, too. You got to think a lot of stuff's based off of books. Even Scientology's based off of, is it L. Ron Hubbard?
L. Ron Hubbard, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's true.
They base a religion off a guy who wrote books.
And he wrote, like, more science fiction books than any author that's been published. That's like, according to some statistics I read, he wrote the most fiction out of any author. Did I say Arthur? I think I said Arthur. Any author. And people believe people follow his religion.
Yeah, it's a religion now. Like,
yeah, man.
Based off of, I guess. I hate to say books, but isn't that what most are, I guess?
Well, yeah, true. That's all we got.
Yeah.
Freaking books from some, you never know if they're reliable humans or not.
I mean, you got to think these stories were passed down over generations. Like, stuff gets twisted, man.
And your mom was passed down from
your mom was twisted.
Hey!
I figured out what that noise was.
It's under the table, dog. They can't see. Hey, look, but I'm going to read this last thing. It says, the technology has been tested in animals with success. This Neuralink technology. In August 2020, Neuralink presented that its robot surgeon had successfully implanted Link chips in 3 pigs. In April 2021, the company demonstrated a Macaque monkey? A Macaque monkey?
A
Macaque monkey who had 2 Link devices implanted in his brain, playing a simple video game solely with his mind. Oh, yeah, I remember that video.
Monkey.
No, they have to use the monkey's pronouns.
Can't just assume all monkeys are monkeys, I guess.
Yeah, you can't label.
He might identify as like a squirrel or something.
Exactly. He identifies. Yeah, you have to correctly label things these days.
Man, wouldn't that be crazy if they put these things in animals and they can start like talking to us? It's like in like English. Like it like converts their thoughts into words.
Isn't there?
Because they do that with some of this stuff.
I thought there was a monkey that already did that.
Well, they can do like sign language and they can learn English.
Yeah, the one monkey, Coco, was it? She could do sign language, I thought. And she was speaking to people. Like, they were asking her questions and she would freaking answer in sign language. Oh, that's creepy. Just don't get a chimpanzee because they'll rip off your face and your balls.
Well, maybe at least he'll tell you he wants to do that before he does it. So they got a fighting chance.
Yeah, he'll sign like, I am going to kill you. You're like,
If it's hooked up to his brain, you'll like hear his thoughts.
Yeah, I am going to. It's like the robot voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, what do you think? Would you get an implant?
No,
I don't see the benefit right now, like what it would do for me.
I would do that like if it was a medical reason and like I've got like I was a young person and I would think I'm gonna like it's like life or death. I'd probably try.
Right.
They just did that with a guy with like a pig heart too recently. They put like a hybrid heart out of a pig because they were rejecting him a heart, but the guy's I think he's still alive. They did it. They did the transplant.
So now he has the heart of a pig?
It's like, it is and it isn't. It's like messed with.
Oh.
But it works.
Do pigs have closer hearts to us than why couldn't you pull a monkey heart out? I thought they were.
I think a lot of their stuff is more comparable to us than most animals, is why.
We are pigs. No. Give me my joke. Where is it? Where's the there you go.
Now what else we got on there?
Laugh at me. No. There we go. Laugh at my goddamn joke. Shut up.
I want to hear this scary.
Oh, it's Jason.
Brian comes around the corner.
Hey, Jackson. All right. Pause this.
Anyway. Cue the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing more I can do. The music has been cued. Skis and I are getting out of here. You guys, whatever.
Peace.
BTG squad out. BTG squad out.
Where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us. I don't know.